Well, thank you, Whip. This week, our members have been working for months on bringing to the floor Wednesday the National Defense Authorization Act. And as Blake pointed out, this is a bill that's really focused on improving the quality of life for our servicemen and women. We've seen under the last 3.5 years of the Biden-Harris administration, it's been hard to recruit and keep good service members, in part because of the bad woke policies, the loss of focus by this administration on what the mission is. And we start addressing that by rooting out more of the woke policies over at the DOD. And of course, that ultimately is going to get fixed when President Trump takes office next month. And he talked about those things during the campaign, what he would do to re-strengthen, reinvigorate our military. But at least we give President Trump some really good tools and important tools to recruit and retain a strong military by improving their quality of life in this bill. Something else we've been continuing to work on as we take care of the legislative business is to focus on what we will do day one to hit the ground running, to go to work delivering the promises that were made during the campaign to help those families who are struggling under the weight of the failed Biden-Harris policies. You know, we talked a lot during the campaign about securing America's border, strengthening our energy security, lowering costs at the grocery store, at the pump for families who have been paying way too much under the failed Biden-Harris policies. But we also talked about what we do to stabilize tax policy, to prevent a massive $4.5 trillion tax increase, which Kamala Harris wanted to impose. She actually campaigned, bragging that she would allow tax cuts to expire, putting a massive tax increase on families. And so we're already working on what we will do in those first few months to deliver on those promises and get our economy back on track, to help provide real relief for families who are struggling. And those talks are going really well, not only amongst House Republicans, Senate Republicans, but also the Trump administration. And Trump officials in the transition team have been part of those conversations because we want to make sure the day we start in January, President Trump's policies are going to be front and center, the things that we all campaigned on. It wasn't just President Trump who talked about those things as he did. We talked about those too. And the good news is we got elected and we got a mandate from the American people who want to see a secure border, who want to see lower costs, who want to see us to finally confront those problems that Biden and Harris created. And we're going to do just that. The work has already started. We cannot wait until January to not only take office, but as we're preparing, we're doing that work already today here. Leading that effort for us is our speaker, Mike Johnson.